Today in my lecture I'll cover some subjects which are taught in class 11 and 12. Today I have covered electricity as the subject of lecture which are taught in class 11 and 12 right from the beginning of the session. So in today's topic I have chosen electrical circuits with which the session starts, and these are the very basic topics. To start with, we will first discuss what an electrical circuit is. Electrical circuit. Its number one is meaning of electrical circuit, components, what is the meaning of load, and what is the meaning of a source of electricity. An electrical circuit is one in which there are source of electricity and loads of electricity. Source and loads. What is meant by source? Source, a point where electricity is being generated. So, most of the name given is generator. Electrical generator in very wide range. In houses you find fans, cooler, your motor. Let's say this is a source marked by this. Let's take a battery. This is plus, this is minus. And it is connected to loads, right? Connected to loads like resistor, a bulb, So, because let us introduce one switch here. This is switch here. Battery. So, as long as the switch is open, the bulb will go. But when you close the switch, the battery's energy has found a path to travel, that is this closed wire, and it travels all the way in this direction, inside the bulb and back goes. And again, if you open the switch, the bulb will go and it is dark again. So the basic theory behind a circuit is that it must have a source. This is the source, a battery in this case, and it must have a switch to control the flow of electricity, and a load. Load in this case is the bulb. And as you have seen, once you close this switch, the current flows from the battery in direction starting from positive end of the battery via the switch and the load, and then back to the battery in the negative terminal. So if you open the switch, the path is interrupted. So the flow of current is interrupted because the current can no longer flow here because it has formed a gap. So the bulb won't glow, or whatever loads are connected, they won't work. That is the reason why you have to put the switch on, and then only fan starts revolving. And same is the case for the electrical lights that are fitted inside your house. Loads are marked by resistors, short form of is R. R for resistor. And the source is represented by a battery. The larger line for plus and the smaller line for minus end of the battery. As you have seen, the source and loads are connected in this manner. This is the switch. This is the battery or the source. And from here we'll draw a resistor or the load. We name it R. So when you close this switch, the current flows in direction starting from the positive end of the battery via the switch into the resistor or load, and again back to the negative end of the battery. So this is the basic diagram of the electrical circuit. And now let us go to the calculation parts. As you have seen in the batteries that you have purchased from grocery shops, there is a mark of plus and minus. That means this is the plus positive end and this is the negative end. That means the current flows from this end via a resistor and again back to the negative end. Now we'll go to the calculation part. In the batteries, you must have observed a writing is given where you must have observed .5 volt